Welcome to your Aged Care Compass podcast. Join us to find out how to support your older loved ones at home. We're going to help you make sense of Australia's aged care system. We talk about legal and financial considerations for ageing and how chronic health conditions impact your older loved ones' well-being. And we share real-life stories of where it went wrong for people and how we got them back on track.
Hi listeners, welcome back to your Aged Care Compass podcast. I'm Michelle and it's great to have you here with us. Today's podcast is about how your support plan informs your care plan and therefore the support and services you may be able to get from your service provider. Hey everyone, welcome back again. I'm Coral and today's topic is one that confuses many people. We're going to explain the difference between a support plan and a care plan, but also help you understand how the two are linked. So Coral, they're two different plans, but both very important. Can you please tell us what a support plan is? The support plan is the summary of your aged care assessment, whether you are assessed for entry-level services under the Commonwealth Home Support Program or for a home care package. It details the older person's inability to manage their daily tasks and what kind of support they need to assist with these tasks. It takes into account their health conditions and indications for clinical support as well. And it might also take into account the need for equipment or home modifications to enhance their independence. Okay. And what information is in the support plan, Coral? It summarises the information given by the older person shell, the participant and their family during the assessment. It provides a background overview of the person's current situation, who might be assisting the person already, and it notes the reason the person was referred for an assessment. It records what was discussed and agreed during the assessment, including the client's strengths, difficulties, goals, and service preferences. The support plan outlines the care and services that will best help the client, which may be available from the service provider or perhaps already accessible in their community. It may also include strategies to help the client regain confidence and ability to resume daily activities. Okay, so that's the support plan. What about the care plan? What's that? A care plan is a document that's developed by the home care provider in conjunction with the recipient of the package shell when the recipient chooses which provider they're going to sign up with. Yep. The care plan is informed by the support plan. Now, this is really important to note because, this is going to change from July the 1st when support at home begins. Okay. So can you go into more detail about how the care plan is developed, Coral? Information is based on what was noted in the participant's support plan for starters. But remembering that by the time the recipient of the home care package actually gets their funding, which can be up to a year or more right now, their situation is likely to have changed. So the support plan is not necessarily a true reflection of where the older person is right now. Right. A provider will consider what the current situation is and include that with the information from the support plan. The care plan must be developed with the participant or the recipient of the funding and their family or carer who may also be involved in that person's care. Care plans also include a person's medical conditions, so the provider may ask for a GP health summary from the person as well. Okay. Can you explain the changes that are coming on July the 1st of this year and how the support plan will have much more of an effect on what's in the care plan? Yeah, so the changes that are coming on July the 1st mean that care plans cannot be as flexible as they are now, which means that service provision won't be as flexible as it is now. Currently, a care plan can be updated at any time the person's needs change, and they need more or different kinds of services and support. Come July the 1st, care plans must reflect what the support plan indicates. Support plans under Support at Home will see approvals for services that will be split into 3 different categories, which are clinical support and support for independence and everyday living. Okay. If you're not approved for services within those categories, you can't use your package funding to pay for those services. Right. FlexiCare is a not-for-profit organisation which supports older people living in Brisbane's southern suburbs to live their best lives in their own homes and communities. FlexiCare don't have grand plans to be the biggest aged care provider. They want to be known for treating each one of their participants as an individual who they get to know well. They answer their phone calls personally when clients ring them. They give their clients easy access to a home care partner who can work with them to deliver the best mix of support possible. If you're in Brisbane South and want to know more, give their friendly team a call on 07 3422 8400 or check out their website flexi.org.au. So, Coral, what information is included in a care plan? The care plan is a detailed document, and it should include a general overview of the person's history, their previous occupation, who their family is, and how they're currently managing at home. It should include their preferred language and cultural considerations too. Okay. It should include their interests, any services already in place, their functional ability, including mobility and falls, and how they manage their day-to-day activities. It should include how the house is set up and any equipment or modifications already in place or that might be needed. It should include continence and cognitive impairment as well. Okay. It should include as much detail as possible so anyone who picks up that care plan will have a clear picture of who the person is, what support they need, and how that service provision will be delivered. The care plan should also include the days and times the provider will be providing support. Right. And it should be signed by both the recipient and the care manager. The care plan should be freely available to the recipient of care, and it should be reviewed at a minimum every 12 months. That's a lot of information. Yeah, and look, I guess at this point, it's worth pointing out to people that they should have a copy of their care plan. The number of people that tell us they don't have a copy or they have no idea what's included in their care plan, they can't even remember even receiving their care plan initially when they signed up with the provider, it always surprises me. So at this point, if anyone is listening to this and they think, I don't know what my care plan looks like, I can't even remember the last time my care plan was reviewed. Now would be the time to get onto your provider and request a copy of it. And if it's outdated and if your needs or your loved one's needs have changed, then you need that care plan updated now. Good advice. Yep. So, Coral, with changes coming under Support at Home, how will care plans differ, given that people are essentially being told what services they have approvals for? Under Support at Home, the content, as I've just described, the content of the care plan won't differ dramatically. The difference will be, and I'll use nursing as an example, if when the person was assessed, they didn't highlight skin integrity or wounds or continence or medication management, any support that would be provided by a registered nurse or under the direction of a registered nurse. Yep. If that's not included or approved within the support plan, the provider won't be able to include nursing support in the care plan. So from my perspective as a former ACAT assessor and in the work that I do, this is an unworkable situation. Yep. If a person bumps their leg and develops a wound and needs a nurse to review their wound care, But if nursing isn't in the support plan, they won't be able to receive that nursing support. Now, keep in mind, this is what support at home looks like now, 2 months out from implementation on July the 1st, but this could change. In fact, I think it needs to change, because if people need a support plan review every time their situation changes so that their care plans can be updated, it's going to completely overwhelm an already overwhelmed assessment workforce. And this will increase wait times even more for people needing assessments and reviews.
Absolutely. So when should a person have their support plan reviewed, and how do they do this?
The support plan review should occur when the person's needs exceed the support their provider can deliver, meaning as the person's needs increase, their level of package should also be increased.
Mm-hmm.
As a person's package level, or from July the 1st, their classification level increases, the amount of funding they're allocated also increases and allows the provider to deliver increased support. To get a support plan review, the provider will need to show the assessment team the care plan and the monthly budget, which provides the evidence to satisfy the assessor that the budget is exceeded.
Okay.
It's also a good idea to have a holistic nursing review as part of the evidence, as a nurse will provide the evidence of clinician support needed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is particularly important given what we said earlier about the 3 service streams and 1 being clinical.
Yep.
When the provider has all the evidence ready, they submit a support plan review via My Aged Care, and that request or referral makes its way to the assessment team for a support plan review.
Right. Thanks, Coral, for explaining these 2 documents, the support plan and the care plan, and the importance of both being as detailed as possible. It really does make a difference to the in-home support and services the older person receives. We've written a blog about the differences between a support plan and a care plan, and the link to that will be in our show notes. Listeners, thanks for joining us again this week. We look forward to having you back next Tuesday when we have an in-depth discussion about grandfathering arrangements under support at home with consultant Anna Millisser. Until then, take care. Hey Care community, thanks for listening to this episode. So you never miss a show, make sure you subscribe to our podcast. If you'd like to know more about what we do, head to our website, cmeacn.com.au.